we are moving on to wet and dry bulb hygrometer. Remember, it's not hydro, it is hygro. So this is very important. Some of these instruments will be hydro, some of them will be hygro. Okay, so we are talking about a wet and dry bulb hygrometer. So this is how it looks. You can see here it's written dry and wet, so it should be easy to understand. It's also written hygrometer. Not sure if they will cover that, but remember dry and wet is written here. So you have Celsius written here. It's a hygrometer, but it's what is it measuring? Hygrometer. It has temperature scale here, right? So wet and dry hygrometer. So it comes in a lot of colors and all that. So it can be like this. So actually this measures humidity, guys. So hygrometer is something that measures humidity and water vapor in the atmosphere, soil, confined spaces, etc. So remember, it measures humidity. At least write this down. It measures humidity. Okay. So what is the instrument? Instrument is wet and dry bulb. Remember this word bulb. Dry bulb hygrometer. What is it used for? It is used for calculating the relative humidity of air. What is the principle? What is the principle of this wet and dry? What do you mean by this wet and dry hygrometer? So the dry bulb records the air temperature. So you have two bulbs here. As you saw, the first one here they have marked is the dry. So the dry bulb will measure the air temperature. Standard thermometer types, right? It measures the air temperature. The wet bulb is covered with wet muslin cloth. So who is covered by the wet muslin cloth? The wet bulb. The wet bulb is covered by the wet muslin cloth. Okay. The evaporation from this muslin cloth leads to a lower reading in the wet bulb thermometer. Obviously, you put a wet muslin cloth. So the temperature which this thermometer will show will be lower, right? So they should have actually shown this as higher. But here they have not put a muslin cloth. So that is why both are showing the same, I think. Okay. So if you put during the reading, you put a wet muslin cloth here, this reading will be lower, right? The difference between the temperature readings in the dry and wet bulb thermometer gives an indication of the moisture content of the air. As simple as that. Just the difference will give you the indication of the moisture content of the air. Nice, right? So hope you have understood this wet and dry hygrometer.